Welcome to another edition of ASU TV-13 News Brief. I'm Keandria Malloy.
And I'm Eddie Tate. After months of waiting on the Wow Cafe, it has finally opened. And not only are they giving students something to talk about, but they're giving them something tasty as well. And Keandria here has got the first taste.
Alcorn State University aims to please by expanding the Student Union Eatery by replacing Pizza Hut with a Wow Calf and remodeling Sub Connection. Alexis Brown explains.
It has given us a variety because at first, we just had Pizza Hut and Sub Connection and everything, but now, Wow Cafe.
The new area was renovated in the fall and can seat up to 80 people. The restaurant has been the official hype since the grand opening.
We're actually moving to a better college campus or whatnot. As far as renovation and everything, it's starting to look like a student union. I feel like they did a really good job on that as far as making it more comfortable.
The new restaurant has a variety of foods that have never been featured on campus. Students have filled the restaurant every day to explore the many choices. Taya Jackson elaborates.
I've had the tenders, the chicken sandwich, quesadilla, the wraps, and it's all good.
Overall, the new atmosphere of the restaurant gives a warm welcome to students and plans to satisfy their appetites. The National Association of Black Journalists brings its third and final Lunch and Learn for the semester. Dejana Sims has more.
The National Association of Black Journalists hosted its third Lunch and Learn for the semester. They featured editors from the Mississippi Link newspaper. The guests answered different questions and gave advice on what it's like to be a black journalist in the industry. Ariel Robinson tells us what she learned.
I learned that today, in today's world, even though we feel that newspapers are being outlandish and will go away, they will never go away because there's always somebody who wants to read a newspaper. I've also learned that there are numerous organizations that are coming up and in the works to create a space for black people to be able to tell news by black people for black people.
With graduation coming up in a couple weeks, students would like to know how to get started.
So I think that the steps varies for so many different people. What I would say though is while in college, grabbing internships, right? Grabbing internships at newspapers, grabbing internships, at radio stations, grabbing internships at TV stations so that you can get that experience. The more experience you have coming out of college, the easier it is to land that first job.
This Lunch and Learn was part of a series put together by NABJ to give mass communication students insight in the journalism field. This is Dejana Sims reporting for ASU TV-13.
Thanks, Dejana. It's Pillow Talk time. Majesty Ferguson shows us how a few women came together to discuss current issues that women on campus face daily.
Today I'm here at a Girl Talk event entitled Pillow Talk, which will be discussing relationship, friendships, and self-worth. Resident Assistant Melody Evans hosted a Girl Talk event for students on campus.
I wanted to bring more awareness to the topics of sex trafficking and how important it is to be aware of your friendships and relationships you have with certain people. I also want to talk about self-worth and how important it is for us women to feel worthy within ourselves and secure and knowledgeable that we are capable of doing everything we want to do in life.
Students had the option to bring blankets and pillows while milk and cookies were provided. This event was designed to be an open discussion and allow each individual in the room to state their opinions about different questions. Questions such as, are relationships meant to last forever? What's your favorite non-physical attribute about yourself? And what social customs do you wish would disappear were discussed amongst the group. Sophomore Tatiana Seals expresses how she feels after the event.
Today's event, I love that everyone was so open and willing to share everything that they've been through, and we can give advice on how to better the situation or how to leave. And I like the fact that we could talk and view other people's opinion without getting mad or just being so stuck on your opinion.
Evans plans on doing more events dedicated to women on campus, so if you missed this one, stay tuned for what's to come. Majesty Ferguson reporting for ASU TV-13.
The men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated held their annual Miss Black and Gold pageant. Let's head to Deja Harris for a sneak peek.
Delta Kappa chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated held its Miss Black and Gold pageant in the James L. Bowden campus ballroom. The night started with the introduction of Mistress of Ceremony and the panel of judges. The judges were Miss Alcorn State, Miss Jakaya Gray, Derek Enoch, chapter president, Zenobia Rogers, and Quintelia Quintangela Gaines. The MCs were Tyra Ray and Stephanie O. Our beautiful contestants were Ebony Harding, Jayla Fogg, Tiamber Butler, Alicia James, Cornelia Trotter, Sydney Pullum, and Kayla Jones. These young ladies were to complete 4 categories consisting of talent, sportswear, formal wear, and they had to answer a question. The talent portion consisted of dancing, instrumental performances, and spoken word. During the sportswear, Miss Harding wore a tank top and shorts to go with her volleyball. Miss Fogg wore a shirt and leggings to match her tennis racket. Butler wore a shirt and shorts and her volleyball to go along with it. Miss James wore a coach's outfit to shake up the competition and had a clipboard to complete the look. Trotter wore her Meridian cheer uniform to show her cheer spirit. Miss Pullum came with the chill vibes with her yoga pants and her yoga mat. Lastly, Miss Jones brought it back with the Alcorn State University volleyball shirt and shorts. The next categories were formal wear, and they had to answer the question. The night was not over until they introduced Miss Delta Kappa Chapter and Miss Black and Gold. After the judges deliberated, Miss Delta Kappa was Cornelia Trotter and Miss Black and Gold was Miss Alicia Jackson. These ladies had something to say about their overwhelming feelings.
It was a long process. Like my stomach was almost to my ankles, but to win, to God be everything. Everything good I am.
I owe it all to God because I prayed first. It was a long process, but it's finally over, and I came out.
Asia Harris reporting for ASU TV-13.
Unpaid internships are frowned upon by some students, while others believe that the experience is payment enough. Renessa Malsi takes a look.
Many students believe that unpaid internships are a waste of time, while others think that the experience gained is worth it. I wanted to know what my classmates think, so I asked them.
There are hassles in unpaid internships. I live in Greenville, Mississippi, and my internship was in Phoenix, Arizona. I really lost about $300 during my internship, but I did gain some knowledge that could help me in the future. But some unpaid internships are really good, I guess, if it's in your own city or your own town, because it's like not as much of a hassle to get there.
Most unpaid internships provide opportunities for students to explore within the offices, so it is then up to the students to take advantage of that freedom.
I'm broadcasting here live from Alcorn State University. Just because you're not getting paid to do something doesn't mean that the experience cannot be rewarding within itself. I'm actually working an unpaid internship now here at WPRL 91.7 FM, and it's actually been one of the most rewarding internships or things I've done in my life. I've learned a different aspect of radio production that I would have never known. I've also been able to make connections and network through events through the radio station, as well as production skills and other things.
Some departments have bulletin boards and online systems where they share internships. You can also look online on various job boards where you can filter your search by location. This is Renessa Malsi reporting for ASU TV-13.
The Alcorn State University Braves traveled to Grambling in hopes of furthering their SWAC championship dreams. J.B. McGloster has more.
We're live here at the Eddie Robinson Stadium here in Grambling, Louisiana, as the 6-2 Alcorn State Braves takes on the 4-4 Grambling State Tigers here today. For 20 game of the week, key matchup between these two. With Grambling loss, they can be eliminated from SWAC championship contention. However, with an Alcorn win, they can solidify the spot for the SWAC championship this upcoming in December. Check out these highlights.
Harper gets it going early as he escapes the pressure and runs for a 12-yard gain. First down. Next possession, Harper rolls left and finds the 6'5" target, Ray Anderson, for the 17-yard gain. And here comes Grambling, Kevin Dominique, rumbling, bumbling, and stumbling for extra yards. First down. Too much time in the pocket for Higgbottom as he finds Aquarius Thomas on the 13-yard fade route. Tigers on the board first, 7-0. Duffy got a lot to say about that as he breaks for a 31-yard gain, moving the Braves into the red zone. First down. Harper saw what he liked the first time with his big target, Anderson coming back to him for the 20-yard score, tie game, 10-10. Braves didn't get much on the next drive, but takes the lead with a 17-yard Corey McCullough field goal. Forson finds a crease and takes the ball all the way to the 50-yard line with a swing and momentum. Here comes the Braves. The Braves get a big start with all the momentum on their side, holding the Tigers to just 3. Braves settle for the field goal as well, and is no good. Heartbreaking loss for the Braves, and here comes the field rush. Alcorn 16, Grambling State 19. However, the Braves control their own fate with a 5-1 conference record, still standing at the top of the East. Alcorn can clinch the East with a win against Alabama A&M, and a Jackson State loss to Southern.
The Braves men's basketball team had their first home game of the season, and they opened up things with a bang.
What's going on, everybody? I am Eddie Tate here broadcasting from the David L. Whitney Complex, where the Alcorn State University men's basketball team get ready to tip off their season home opener. Let's go check it out. The team got off to a hot start by scoring on their first 5 possessions. Corey Tillery also got in on the act with his own big three-pointer. He would end his night with 17 points. Tremaine Crosby scored early and often as the Braves managed to impose their will and set the tone of the game early. He went off for 20 points. What are your thoughts about today's game so far?
It's just a clinic. Alcorn putting on the show, man. Good game.
What is your score prediction? What do you think we're going to do tonight?
Alcorn in a rout, 20 or more.
Kobe Wilson also had himself a major game. He was able to put together a quiet double-double, scoring 14 points and grabbing 12 rebounds. Reporting here from the reservation where the Braves are leading 51-30 at the half. Stay tuned for more. Before the start of the second half, it would appear that the crowd seemed to double as anticipation built for the Braves to get their first home win. And it would appear that the man that we interviewed had some inside knowledge as the Braves continued their routing of Paul Quinn. We would see the Braves pull forward and not look back. Alcorn managed to hold a commanding lead well into the second half, while their opponents struggled to buy a basket against the Braves' stifling defense. Junior guard A.J. Morris put the nail in the coffin with his own big three to seal the deal against Paul Quinn. After the game, we caught up with the coach who had this to say.
Thank you for tuning in to tonight's program. Reporting for ASU TV-13 News, I'm Eddie Tate.
Be sure to check out the Campus Chronicle ASU.com and ASU MassCom department on Instagram for the latest Alcorn and sports news.
This concludes our newscast. Thank you all for watching. Tune in next time.